Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6.
Eagle Eye TV has done a great job.
And welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6.
We are just having a great time here in Auburn, Alabama. The party is not over yet.
Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Brady Honeycutt.
And I'm Lucy Chapman. Thank you for joining us.
It's been nearly a month since Auburn's SGA's new cabinet and Senate were elected, and the seamless transition of power shows a lot of promise. Eagle Eye's Courtney Webster attended Monday night's Senate meeting to see how Vice President Lily Poole is adjusting as she leads her first full Senate session.
It's now 7:31, so this meeting will now come to order.
That bang is a familiar sound to Auburn Student Senate, but the person holding the gavel is a newer face. Monday night, newly elected SGA Vice President Lily Poole led her fourth official Senate meeting after being sworn in on Friday.
Tonight is the first full meeting, but it is a little short because we don't have as much legislation at the beginning of the term. So really just excited to get that going and working with our executive team to get projects going.
Poole's platform was centered around an honest and trustworthy Senate, and when asked how she plans to uphold those values, she said it starts with listening.
I think that starts with our committee members and just getting honest feedback and welcoming every bit of feedback that comes across. So anything that they ever have, I really want to hear it, and we just want to be able to find the right answer for the right people. So we really want to be able to take everything in consideration, every student, all the context that we need to be able to go from there with projects, make sure that we're doing what we can for the betterment of every student.
People admire Poole's commitment to integrity. She says she wants to be approachable for both senators and the student body, and one senator believes Poole's platform isn't just campaign talk, it's how she lives every day.
She really evokes her platform just in her daily life. She's just transparent with people, which is where the truth in her platform comes from. She's also kind, and her kindness isn't from her position. Her kindness is from her heart.
With almost a month under her belt as SGA Vice President, Poole has set the tone for her term, giving the Senate and the student body a lot to look forward to. Poole has made it clear that her term will be all about action, honesty, and integrity. For Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader, I'm Courtney Webster.
As Vice President Poole and the new SGA team begin setting their agenda, students can expect a term focused on transparency, collaboration, and results. For more details on SGA's new leadership, be sure to check out the full story on our website at eagleeyeauburn.com.
This past weekend, the Opelika Public Library held its third annual Opelika Book Festival. From Thursday to Saturday, the festival consisted of various events led by featured local authors. Participants could attend panels by the authors, book signings, and writing workshops. The weekend started strong with New York Times bestselling author Sarah Penner. During her panel, she provided insight and answered questions about her experience as an author. Anna Jones, the community relations specialist for the library, has more.
Yeah, so this is our third year of the Opelika Book Festival. We started 3 years ago because we really needed a place for local authors to be able to come together and be able to sell and sign their books, because we had so many local authors that would come to the library wanting to do a signing for just one book that they had written, and we couldn't turn out a huge crowd for that, but when you bring 40 of them together, we could actually get a community response for that.
A state bill regulating THC and hemp products is being felt locally. City council members are discussing how the bill will impact local business. Allison Thomas has more.
One distinct sound, and a state bill is sparking conversation at a local level. At the Auburn City Council meeting on February 17th, plans regarding Alabama House Bill 445 were discussed. HB 445 aims to tighten regulations on the selling and consuming of THC and hemp products. While some see it as a preemptive measure, others acknowledge that it could restrict access to products that people rely on.
Personally, I'm pretty straight edge as far as it comes. I don't really drink or smoke, but I've seen what that THC products can actually do, and I've seen a lot of helpful things that it can do, especially for like cancer patients.
While House Bill 445 might seem like just another piece of legislation, for local business owners, this bill could mean higher costs, tighter restrictions, and an uncertainty for the future.
For Megan Hardesty, the owner of Vape & J's, the bill has already created uncertainty. The new restrictions have required her to pull products off the shelves, and her business has been stripped 50% of its revenue since January.
And I still have no products to sell to those customers that are desperately seeking that same relief that they've been able to get from me as a retailer for years.
But the impact goes beyond just the business.
Not only are we hurting as a business owner financially, we're watching our customers suffer as well because they cannot legally purchase these products until we're licensed and those products are approved.
During the last city council meeting, council members voted to move forward in a way that would speed up the process for businesses like Hardesty's. Reporting, I am Allison Thomas.
Council members will decide the next steps at the upcoming City Council meeting on March 17th.
Students gathered on Cater Lawn to celebrate the beginning of spring weather at UPC's Garden Party event. Noon brought together relaxation, creativity, and community as students took a break from their busy schedules to enjoy the warm sunshine and festive atmosphere. UPC's philosophy of inclusivity and unity within the Auburn family comes to life with each event they host. The garden party served as an opportunity for students to relax and build a sense of fellowship with their friends while enjoying food, music, and games.
We really want to think of an outdoor event that really grasps that positive atmosphere that we see here on Auburn University's campus. So just having an event that's out here at an iconic area such as like Catherine Cooper Cater Hall, and just having something for students to stop by where they're going through classes, take a quick break, relieve themselves, and just take part in an event such as this garden party and just have a great time. UPC has the hugest goal of like catering events to cater to that positive student experience and making things inclusive for all students. So being able to have events that we know for a fact will try to reach broader perspectives and a larger populations of students here on campus. So planning things where, not just one interest will love this group of students, but also another group of students maybe love this interest.
Events like this highlight Auburn's strong sense of community and provide students with fun and engaging ways to connect with one another. When we come back, you'll have a weather update with Michael Brandes and a political update with Tessa Allen. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. My name is Michael Brandes, here with your weather outlook on the plains. Over the next 7 days, expect constantly warm temperatures with highs around 80 degrees and lows nearing 60. Throughout the rest of the week and into early next week, expect partly cloudy skies with rain on Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Moving into the weekend, we are seeing cloudy conditions with similar highs around 80 degrees and lows near 60. Conditions are not too windy, but the skies will be overcast with little sun. We're prepared for showers on Sunday following into Monday. That's all we have for this week's weather outlook. When we come back, you'll receive a weather update, a political update from our very own Tessa Allen. Hope you have a good spring break, folks. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Good evening and welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Tessa Allen with Eye on the Hill, here to give you all things politics. Today, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem has been removed from her position in the White House. Kristi Noem has faced multiple lawsuits and backlash for the position and enforcement of immigration. President Trump made the announcement today on social media, saying he was pushing Noem out of her position and would nominate Senator Mark Wayne Mullen of Oklahoma to replace her. Just minutes after Trump's announcement, Noem spoke at a conference in Nashville. Noem has faced growing scrutiny over her conduct, including alleged romantic relationship with her chief advisor and her conflicting accounts over fatal shootings involving federal immigration agents. She has also faced questions about her agency's advertising campaign that predominantly showcased Noem and reportedly cost the department more than $200 million to produce. The country waits in anticipation on how Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen will do in his new position. It is day 6 of the war with Iran. Waves of airstrikes hit Tehran after Iran targeted multiple Amazon facilities. The death toll of this war is rising as many Americans are trying to get out of the war-torn region. Brian Abel has the latest on the conflict, evacuations, and the growing political fallout in Washington.
As the conflict enters its 6th day, the war in Iran is expanding and further drawing in U.S. allies.
We're working with the Americans in the deployment from our bases.
Fresh waves of Israeli strikes setting off explosions in Tehran and in Lebanon. Iran firing missiles at Israel and targeting an Amazon data center in Bahrain and 2 Amazon facilities in the United Arab Emirates. With the spread of violence, the death toll rising. More than 1,200 people killed in Iran since Saturday, according to state-affiliated Islamic Republic news agency. The Pentagon identifying the remaining 2 of the 6 U.S. service members killed in Operation Epic Fury as 45-year-old Major Jeffrey O'Brien and 54-year-old Chief Warrant Officer Robert Marzin. As the security situation for civilians abroad grows more dire, some flights in the Middle East are resuming, along with the first U.S. facilitated charter flights carrying Americans home Tuesday.
Our highest priority is allowing this to safely happen.
Those evacuated Americans returning to political turmoil as Democrats in Congress question the justifications provided for striking Iran in the first place.
The president had a feeling, again, based on fact, that Iran was going to strike the United States, was going to strike our assets in the region.
They have given no coherent plan as to what was the imminent threat.
Senate Republicans Wednesday rejecting a resolution to rein in Trump's war powers. A similar vote in the House expected Thursday. In Washington, Brian Abel.
The war continues, and citizens are split on whether to support the administration in dealing with Iran in the conflict. We recently just got news from President Donald Trump about our diplomacy stance with Iran. Iran has apparently sought out the U.S. to make a deal to resolve the conflict. Let's take a look at what President Donald Trump has to say.
But they're tough, and they want to fight. And they're calling, they're saying, how do we make a deal? I said, you're being a little bit late, and we want to fight now more than they do.
Because the war continues, it is important to stay updated on the news for any updates of the U.S.-Iran conflict. But that's all with Eye on the Hill, but when we get back, you'll get a national news update from the desk. I'm Tessa Allen, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. U.S. strikes on Iran have injected more instability into the U.S. economy, and while skyrocketing crude oil prices have pushed gas prices higher, the pumps aren't the only place consumers could feel a squeeze. Karen Kaifa is in Washington with a look at how an extended conflict could impact households.
One of the most obvious consumer effects of the Middle East conflict, gas prices jumping alongside oil prices, and energy prices touch a lot of other consumer goods and services, which is one reason economists say a prolonged war could further crunch household budgets. Economists say the impact of the Iran war on the U.S. economy will depend upon how long it lasts.
If instead of 4 weeks, we're talking about 4 months or longer, very different discussion. So duration is key to economic impact.
The conflict in the Middle East has sent crude oil prices soaring, a spike playing out at the gas pumps this week. Meghna Maharishi, airline reporter for Skift, says higher oil prices could eventually impact the cost of flying.
It is hard to tell how much an increase in jet fuel prices might impact airfares, just because airfares are mostly a product of supply and demand, but jet fuel is definitely a factor.
Covering higher transportation costs, whether by air or truck, impacts companies' bottom lines. The conflict is also prompting shipping vessels to avoid the Strait of Hormuz off Iran's southern coast. Michael Goldman, general manager for North America at Karu Containers, says taking the long way costs more.
We're seeing the routes that ships having to take be much longer, much more costly, going around the Horn of Africa instead of going through the Strait of Hormuz and the Red Sea. And we're definitely seeing cost increases to the carriers to make those journeys.
Uncertainty about whether companies will increase the price of their goods and boost inflation may encourage the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates steady, delaying relief to American consumers collectively carrying record household debt from higher mortgage, credit card, and auto loan balances. The Fed likes to take a wait-and-see approach to how certain factors will play out in the economy, and the central bank was already facing uncertainty after the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's emergency tariffs last month. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
The cause of a massive explosion at a cocoa butter processing plant in New Jersey is now under investigation. 4 people were injured in the blast Wednesday afternoon in Logan Township. which caused extensive damage to the facility and building next to it. Officials say a large amount of propane is stored at the site to process the cocoa butter used in chocolate production. The township's police chief said it was the largest industrial accident in decades.
A new proposal by a Tennessee lawmaker seeks to end drink spiking at bars. The bill would strengthen penalties for drink spiking and require bars and restaurants to carry drug testing kits. While adding a substance to someone's drink without their knowledge is already against the law in Tennessee, the penalty for doing so isn't clear. This proposal would classify it as a Class D felony, with a prison sentence of up to 12 years and a max fine of $5,000. A person could face an additional charge if an assault occurred. Bars and restaurants would be required to keep at least 10 drug testing strips on hand each night. If the bill is approved by the Tennessee legislature, it would take effect in July.
When we come back, you'll get an entertainment update from Olivia Oakley. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Olivia Oakley, here to give you your entertainment news for the week. The conspiracy theorists are wrong. Sources confirm that the real Jim Carrey attended the César Awards ceremony. After accepting an award in France last Thursday, conspiracy theorists have been in a frenzy over Carrey's appearance. What's got them in such excitement? Media of Carrey's new look circulated fast, and people were quick to point out the changes. Many speculated that it was a look-alike or actor wearing a mask. Adding fuel to the fire was a drag artist known for transforming into celebrities. He posted a picture featuring a mask, wig, and makeup kit with the caption, "Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris." However, in statements from Carrey's representative and the general delegate of the award show, they both say that the person on stage was Carrey. Fans are now theorizing that Carrey went under the needle and received some plastic surgery procedures or fillers. We're all familiar with the word Swiftie, but now it's getting some official recognition. Dictionary.com is adding the word Swiftie to its online dictionary. It will be defined as a fan of the music of Taylor Swift. Most people recognize Swifties by their energetic devotion to the singer-songwriter Taylor Swift, who trademarked the term back in 2017. Dictionary.com is known for staying on top of the latest English language phenomena and has also added similar fandom names in the past. There's Bayhive for Beyoncé fans, Trekkie for Star Trek fans, and even Janeite for Jane Austen fans. With spring break just around the corner, you might be looking for some new games to enjoy in your free time. Let's take a look at the latest video game news from Hollywood.
A new Pokemon game appears. This is Pokemon Pokopia. The new adventure marks a change in direction for the globally popular franchise as it veers away from battling mechanics to the cozy game genre. The game is out now for Nintendo Switch 2.
My people have been driven into a corner, and the point of no return is looming before us.
But if you do want monster battles, very large ones, there is Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. The latest adventure in the franchise arrives on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch 2 March 13th. It's another potential epic of epic epicness. Scott Pilgrim EX pits the plucky hero against a new wave of enemies as he battles across Toronto to save his bandmates. The game is out now for PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox consoles. Leveling up in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
The story of a lovely house that was home to one of America's most famous sitcom families. The House of the Brady Bunch television show is now officially a historic landmark. It was given this honor by the Los Angeles City Council by unanimous vote. Built in 1959, the home in California on West Dilling Street was used for exterior shots of the legendary sitcom. Since being bought in 2018 by HGTV for $3.5 million, it's been renovated and expanded past its original size of 2,400 square feet to give the home's interior more of a similar look to the TV set dressing. The Brady Bunch series ran from 1969 through 1974. It has lived on through reruns and has continued to be enjoyed by several generations. That's all I have for you today. When we come back, you'll get a business consumer update from Lucy and Brady. I'm Olivia Oakley, and you're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. President Donald Trump hosted several big tech executives at the White House on Wednesday. The group was there to sign a pledge that they will create or buy their own electricity supplies for AI data centers. The president said the Ratepayer Protection Pledge holds tech companies responsible for investing in providing their own electricity, not taking it from the grid. The companies cooperating include Google, Microsoft, Meta, Oracle, xAI, OpenAI, and Amazon. Energy Secretary Chris Wright said the pledge will give Americans more reliable and secure energy while halting rising prices. Some tech companies have already have plans in motion to build their own energy-making facilities to power data centers. That includes xAI, which said it is committed to doing that for its supercomputer site near Memphis, Tennessee.
With spring break starting, United Airlines has announced a change in policy for its passengers. Headphones or earbuds during a flight is no longer just considered proper etiquette, it's now a requirement. Any United Airlines passengers who blast audio from their devices and refuse to wear headphones or earbuds could get banned permanently. The airline lists the new rule as a safety issue for everyone on board.
Chick-fil-A has changed a fan favorite menu item again. Pea starch has been removed from the restaurant's waffle fries. The change comes after customers online complained about the flavor and texture. The fast food chain added pea starch as an ingredient in 2024. The goal was to make their waffle fries stay crispier longer. The ingredient list has now been updated online. We're out of time, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Brady Honeycutt.
And I'm Lucy Chapman. Thank you for watching, and War Eagle!